Welcome to Duke University's NABCast for Day 4 of the National Association of Broadcasters Convention in Las Vegas. Padcaster was showing some updates to their line of production-worthy iPad mounts that included one of the cutest little teleprompters I've ever seen. It goes where the lens mount would go and uses an iPhone or iPod Touch as the prompter. I always get a ton of questions about my MacGyvered camera mount while walking the show floor. I was horrified to find out when I walked into the Cam Caddy booth that I was actually using an imported knockoff of their design. They were totally cool about it, and I promised them I would replace it with one of theirs. They have some updated designs, including ones that can be disassembled for easier traveling. There were a number of live streaming solutions at the show. The $495 Blackmagic Web Presenter has a balanced mic input and stereo line inputs. The HDMI or SDI video inputs automatically scale to 720p for better streaming performance. X-Keys is teamed up with Wirecast to create a hardware controller for the live streaming app. The $599 switcher works on Mac or Windows and can even fire off third-party macros to have one button push control multiple actions, such as switching a camera and adding a lower third. This hardware only works with Wirecast 9. Version 9 has also added the support for software PTZ control and shading for cameras such as the ones from PTZ Optics that support VSCA over IP. Wirecast will also soon be launching a live captioning service integrated directly into their platform. Sling Studio is showing the latest generation of their live streaming hardware that is based on Dish Network's Slingbox. The $1,000 appliance is best suited for those that are using a mobile device for remote contribution. By installing an app on their iOS or Android device, they become a switchable source of content. There is also an HDMI input on the appliance that allows you to share content locally, either from a desktop machine or local camera. They also have a sub-$400 device that will sit on any camera with HDMI out and stream that content to the Sling Studio. The interface looks quite compelling, and the hardware even runs on battery, making it a very flexible remote streaming solution without the need of a laptop. Magewell is showing a couple of interesting new products. Their soon-to-be-released small form-factor streaming appliance called the UltraStream HDMI has already won a Video Innovation Award. The front of the unit has a headphone jack, microphone input, and USB audio-video out. Of course, Magewell would make their streaming appliance a capture device as well. The back of the unit has an HDMI input and loop-through output and wired Ethernet. There are no current plans to add Wi-Fi at this time. When released later this year, they are targeting the price at $359. The new EcoCapture Dual HDMI capture card allows an M2 device such as a NUC to have a dual video input. This may be a key to having small lecture capture appliances in the future. The USB Capture HDMI 4K Plus can input one HDMI 2.0 signal at up to 4K 60p 444. It's available now at $459. The Turret from Marantz is an all-in-one conferencing recording solution that includes a webcam, microphone, video light, and USB interface for an astounding $299. Its simple interface and stylish design could be a great foundation for future one-button studios or conferencing booths. The folks at Canon brought me this year's Best in Show. Even though it's not even a real product yet. Their tiny PTZ camera prototype has 380 degrees of pan and 110 degrees of tilt with either super smooth motion or fast reset. There is facial recognition tracking, and the camera can be worn and run off a battery or be placed stationary and run off of AC power. The final resolution has not been determined, but it will probably be in the HD family, not 4K. It currently records into an SD card, but I requested HDMI out so it could be incorporated into our classroom systems. I think this has the ability to revolutionize classroom design in that the camera can be mounted toward the front of the classroom due to its inconspicuous size and only 3x optical zoom. Maybe hung from the ceiling on a thin mount. This can also broaden the types of videos that could be produced with our laptop kits. Final price has not been set, but they are shooting for under $500. Once again, the show has whipped by like a bunch of people from Iowa on a zip line suspended 50 feet above Fremont Street. Keep an eye out for my final report in the next few weeks. So long from the 2018 NAB show in Las Vegas.